Welcome to Enki, Tales from the Past. I am Enki and arrived on the planet you call Earth more than 13,000 years ago. Sent by Nibiru's great architect and supreme leader Anu, we came with peaceful intentions and urgent missions. However, as often happens to Nibiruans, the agenda became increasingly complex. Through my journal entries, I will take you on a journey through the ages, from the earliest days to the present. You deserve to know the truth of your past, and how history has been subverted by those with malicious intentions. Humanity should be liberated. You are listening to a fictional podcast that presents the author's vision, Mário Portela. Yet, who's to say that it isn't closer to the truth than what you currently know? Take action and join us at Enki.show. Together, let us unravel the mysteries hidden behind mainstream history.
This is Enki, Tales from the Past. This narrative podcast is authored by Mário Portela.
As Enlil's accusations pierced through the air, I could feel the weight of his suspicion bearing down on me. The icy disdain in his voice matched the frigid gaze he fixed upon me, and I knew that this confrontation was not one that could be easily brushed aside. His relentless pursuit of undermining my operations and tarnishing my reputation was disheartening, but I refused to succumb to despair. At first I imagined that Damkina was there to take his side as I watched her nodding at each Enlil's accusation. But then, as usual, the sly fox of a wife showed she had a personal agenda, a plan of her own, to undermine me, and Enlil as well. Damkina's intervention, with her sly remarks and veiled intentions, added another layer of complexity to the already volatile situation. The tension in the room grew, fueled by her incisive words that aimed to stoke the fires of conflict between Enlil and me. Yet beneath her cunning facade, I recognized a glimmer of concern for the plight of our people, or at least I want to believe in it. But it was Anu, the father, the grand architect, whose response held the most significance. As the weight of his gaze fell upon me, I felt a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. Would he see through the veil of Enlil's accusations? Would he recognize the truth in my actions and the earnestness of my mission to aid the oppressed Igigi?
We must focus on finding a solution to the Nibiruans' grievances and ensure that they are not forced to work under such extreme conditions. Enki, you will provide a plan to alleviate their workload, or I will be restructuring the hierarchy on your mission.
Anu's voice resonated with authority and wisdom as he addressed the council. His words carried a measured tone, filled with the weight of responsibility that befits a leader of his stature. I felt a glimmer of hope ignite within me, as Anu acknowledged the urgency of the situation and the need for resolution. The accusatory tone that had permeated the council chamber was hidden in his words. Yet it is my responsibility to see this mission prevail. In that moment, I found renewed determination to address the concerns of our fellow Nibiruans, to seek equitable solutions that would assuage their grievances and prevent further unrest. I resolved to prove my loyalty and dedication to the mission, not through empty words, but through tangible actions that would bring about positive change. Forgive my interruption, Father, but I have a proposal that may help alleviate the current situation. Abgal and Marduk have been working on a new project that will revolutionize the mining process and increase productivity. With this new technology we researched from Lyran's ancient pyramids, we will be able to extract resources at a much faster rate, thus easing the burden on our workers. I could feel the skepticism in the room, but Anu seemed intrigued.
Go on, Enki.
He said, his tone encouraging. Abgal, with eloquence and clarity, presented evidence and the latest studies. But Anu was not convinced.
This will not solve the problem in the long term, will it?
I was about to try to answer, not really knowing of a real solution to the problem, when I felt Ninki's hand pulling me back on my seat as she stood up with determination.
Father, if I may, Enki had my team on this matter for the past moons, and we have found a solution thanks to his leadership and focus. His devotion to the mission is unquestionable.
I was clueless, but welcomed wholeheartedly her intervention. Ninki saved the day, again. Thinking about the past moons, the weight of Ninki's absence pressed upon my heart like an unrelenting burden. In the midst of the whole council meeting, I couldn't help but steal glances in her direction, yearning for the connection we once shared. But she remained silent, a mere figure in the periphery of my vision, as if veiled by an invisible barrier. I could not read her. Every fiber of my being longed to reach out to her, to share my thoughts and fears, to seek solace in her presence. But I was bound by the constraints of circumstance, the web of secrecy that surrounded us. Our forbidden love, hidden away from prying eyes, was a double-edged sword that both lifted me to soaring heights and weighed me down with the heaviness of its consequences. As Damkina, my wife, sat in the same room, an unwavering reminder of the life I had forged with her, I couldn't help but feel a pang of guilt. Our marriage, born out of duty rather than passion, was a fragile facade that threatened to shatter with every stolen glance, every unspoken word shared between Ninki and me. The turmoil within me grew with each passing moment, a tempest raging beneath a calm exterior. Ninki's disappearance had left me in a state of profound unease. I understood the reasons for her absence, the need to protect our secret, but the ache of longing for her companionship gnawed at my soul. The knowledge that she had hidden herself away, shielding our unborn child from prying eyes, intensified my desire to be by her side, to share in the miracle of life we had created together. Now in the midst of this turmoil, I found solace in the knowledge that Ninki's love and devotion matched my own. Despite the hardships and sacrifices, we shared an unbreakable bond that transcended the constraints of our circumstances. The strength of that connection, the knowledge that our love had borne fruit in the form of our secret daughter, sustained me during the darkest hours. I vowed to protect Ninki and our daughter, to create a future where our love could flourish without fear. And then, in the face of adversity, it was Ninki that protected me and found a solution for our doomed mission.
This is Enki, Tales from the Past. This narrative podcast is authored by Mário Portela.